The path of 1,000 steps begins with a single stride. This timeless adage, though not originating from Stoic philosophy, beautifully encapsulates the essence of Stoicism's core message. Today, we delve into 10 fundamental skills that, much like that initial step, can pave the way for a journey filled with resilience, achievement, and profound contentment. Even figures like Mark Zuckerberg have emphasized that mastering the art of learning surpasses the importance of any specific subject matter. Imagine the possibilities that await when you cultivate these 10 skills. Prepare to be inspired, motivated, and primed for action as we explore the Stoic approach to a life brimming with purpose and significance. Number 1. Mastery of time. Time is often equated with money, but have you truly contemplated the intrinsic value of your moments? Unlike financial resources, time cannot be earned, stored, or reclaimed. It stands as our most valuable and limited asset, and the manner in which we choose to allocate it ultimately shapes the trajectory of our existence. The Stoics, with their emphasis on living in harmony with nature and reason, recognized the profound significance of time management. Seneca, the Roman Stoic philosopher, dedicated an entire treatise to the brevity of life, addressing this very subject. He lamented the way individuals squandered their time on trivial pursuits and meaningless distractions, urging them instead to focus on matters of true importance. "It is not that we have such a brief time to live," he wrote, "but that we squander a great deal of it." In our contemporary fast-paced world, where every instant seems laden with demands and diversions, Seneca's words resonate more powerfully than ever. The relentless stream of electronic communications, social media notifications, and breaking news can easily overwhelm us, leaving us feeling as though we're perpetually racing against the clock. However, the Stoics offer an alternative perspective. Time management isn't about cramming more activities into our schedules, but about prioritizing what truly matters and approaching each day with intention. Marcus Aurelius, another prominent Stoic and Roman emperor, penned in his Meditations, "You could depart from life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This Stoic practice of memento mori, remembering our mortality, serves as a potent reminder to make the most of our time, to concentrate on what genuinely matters, and to release the trivial and inconsequential. Recall those days when you felt overwhelmed by an endless to-do list, racing against time and sacrificing rest and peace of mind. Now, envision the sense of calm and control that comes from knowing you're optimizing your time, prioritizing what truly matters. Begin by identifying your priorities. What are the most crucial aspects of your life? What brings you joy? What contributes to your sense of purpose? Once you've established what matters most, you can allocate your time accordingly. Learn to decline. It's acceptable to refuse requests or invitations that don't align with your priorities. As Seneca cautioned, he who is making daily acquaintances with new people should be ashamed of himself for having lived so long and not yet made friendship with himself. Make time for self-reflection, for pursuing your passions, and for simply being present in the moment. By embracing the Stoic wisdom of time management, you'll not only become more productive, but also experience a profound sense of liberation, freedom from overwhelm, freedom to focus on what truly matters, and freedom to live a life aligned with your values and purpose. "You act like mortals in all that you fear," Seneca observed, "and like immortals in all that you desire." Let's break free from this paradox. Share your commitment to mastering time management in the comments below. Let's inspire each other to make the most of this precious gift called life. Number 2, stewardship of personal finances. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. This quote from Epictetus encapsulates the Stoic approach to personal finance, one that prioritizes moderation, self-discipline, and living within one's means. In a world where consumerism and instant gratification reign supreme, the Stoic philosophy offers a refreshing perspective on financial well-being. Have you ever felt ensnared by financial worries, constantly juggling bills and living paycheck to paycheck? It's a common struggle in today's society, where the allure of material possessions and easy credit can lead to a cycle of debt and anxiety. But the Stoics, with their emphasis on reason and virtue, offer a timeless approach to personal finance that can lead to lasting security and freedom. Seneca, the Roman Stoic philosopher, cautioned against the dangers of greed and extravagance. He wrote, "Wealth is the slave of a wise man and the master of a fool." In other words, true wealth lies not in accumulating possessions, but in mastering our desires and living in accordance with our values. Imagine the feeling of security and confidence that comes from having a solid financial foundation. It's the peace of mind that allows you to rest easy at night, knowing that you're prepared for life's unexpected twists and turns. It's the freedom to make choices aligned with your passions and purpose, rather than being driven by financial constraints. What if you could break free from the cycle of financial stress and create a life of abundance and tranquility? How would it feel to have the resources to pursue your dreams and support those you love? The Stoics believed that true happiness comes not from external possessions, but from inner virtue and serenity. By mastering our desires and living within our means, we can achieve a sense of contentment that transcends material wealth. Start by creating a budget and tracking your expenses. Be honest with yourself about where your money is going and identify areas where you can cut back. As Musonius Rufus, a Stoic philosopher, advised, practice frugality. Do not be a spendthrift with what you have as if it were unlimited. Embrace the Stoic principle of delayed gratification. Instead of succumbing to impulse purchases, save for the things that truly matter. Invest in your education, your health, and your relationships. As Seneca wrote, "He who postpones the hour of living rightly is like the rustic who waits for the river to run out before he crosses." Seek knowledge and guidance. Read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad and the 80-20 Principle to gain valuable insight into personal finance. Consult with financial advisors or mentors who can help you develop a sound financial plan. By adopting the Stoic principles of moderation and self-discipline in your personal finances, you'll not only achieve financial stability, but also experience a profound sense of freedom. The freedom from worry, the freedom to make choices aligned with your values, and the freedom to live a life of abundance and purpose. Number 3. The art of critical thinking. The first step in the acquisition of wisdom is silence. The second, listening. The third, memory. The fourth, practice. The fifth, teaching others. These words from the Stoic philosopher Zeno of Citium highlight the importance of not only acquiring knowledge, but also actively engaging with it through critical thinking. In a world saturated with information, where opinions and biases abound, the ability to think critically is not just an intellectual pursuit, but a necessary tool for navigating the complexities of modern life. Have you ever made a decision based on impulse or emotion only to regret it later? Perhaps you were swayed by a charismatic speaker, a persuasive advertisement, or the prevailing opinions of your social circle. The Stoics recognized that our emotions and biases can cloud our judgment, leading us astray from the path of reason and truth. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, famously said, "It's not things that upset us, but our judgments about things." He taught that our suffering often stems not from external events themselves, but from our interpretations of them. Critical thinking allows us to examine those interpretations, to challenge our assumptions, and to arrive at more objective and reasoned conclusions. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." He understood that the world is a complex and multifaceted place, and that our understanding of it is always limited and subjective. Critical thinking helps us to acknowledge this inherent subjectivity and to approach information with a healthy dose of skepticism. Imagine the mental clarity and discernment that comes from being able to see through deception, to analyze arguments with precision, and to make informed choices based on reason and evidence. It's the freedom to form your own opinions, to challenge the status quo, and to live a life guided by your own values and principles. What if you could develop the mental clarity and discernment to see through deception and make informed choices? How would it feel to navigate the world with confidence, knowing that your decisions are grounded in reason and logic? The Stoics believed that the pursuit of wisdom is a lifelong endeavor. It requires constant vigilance, a willingness to question our own beliefs, and a commitment to seek truth even when it's uncomfortable. Start by cultivating a habit of curiosity and inquiry. Don't take things at face value. Dig deeper, research, and consider multiple perspectives. As Seneca wrote, "If you wish to be loved, love." Similarly, if you wish to understand, seek to understand. Practice active listening when engaging in conversations or consuming information. Pay close attention to the arguments being presented, identify the underlying assumptions, evaluate the evidence, and consider potential counter-arguments. By embracing the Stoic virtue of critical thinking, you'll not only make better decisions, but also experience a profound sense of intellectual freedom. The freedom from manipulation, the freedom to form your own opinions, and the freedom to live a life guided by reason and wisdom. Number 4. Power of communication. Words possess immense power, yet we often find ourselves lost in their labyrinth, unable to articulate our thoughts with clarity and impact. If this resonates with you, know that you're not alone. Many of us grapple with the complexities of communication, often feeling frustrated or misunderstood. But what if we could transform this challenge into an opportunity for growth and empowerment? Communication transcends the mere exchange of information. It's the art of forging connections, building bridges of understanding, and unlocking doors to success in every facet of life. In the fast-paced, information-saturated world we inhabit, effective communication has become more crucial than ever. From the professional arena to personal relationships, from the bustling marketplace to the quiet intimacy of our homes, communication plays a pivotal role in establishing trust, cultivating influence, and achieving our goals. The Stoics teach us that effective communication begins with self-awareness and clarity of thought. By cultivating a disciplined mind and focusing on what is within our control, we can choose our words carefully and express ourselves with intention and purpose. This approach aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on our own actions and judgments rather than external events or the opinions of others. Consider the example of Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor. Despite his immense power and responsibilities, he recognized the importance of clear and concise communication. In his Meditations, he writes, "Let your speech be better than silence, or be silent." This simple yet profound statement encapsulates the Stoic ideal of speaking with purpose and avoiding idle chatter or harmful words. Effective communication also involves active listening and empathy. By truly understanding the perspectives of others, we can respond thoughtfully and build stronger connections. This aligns with the Stoic virtue of justice, which emphasizes treating others with fairness and respect. As Seneca, another prominent Stoic philosopher, observed, we should be as careful of the words we hear as of those we speak. So how can we apply these Stoic principles to enhance our communication skills in the modern world? Here are a few practical steps. Cultivate self-awareness. Take time to reflect on your communication patterns and identify areas for improvement. Are you prone to interrupting others or jumping to conclusions? Do you struggle to express your emotions clearly? By recognizing your strengths and weaknesses, you can develop a more mindful and intentional approach to communication. Practice active listening. Focus on truly understanding the speaker's message before formulating your response. Ask clarifying questions and provide feedback to ensure mutual understanding. Choose your words carefully. Be mindful of the impact your words can have on others. Strive for clarity, precision, and kindness in your communication. Seek feedback. Ask trusted friends, colleagues, or mentors for honest feedback on your communication style. Be open to constructive criticism and use it as an opportunity for growth. Embrace continuous learning. Read books on effective communication, attend workshops, or practice public speaking. The more you invest in developing your communication skills, the more confident and articulate you'll become. Mastering the art of communication is not an overnight process. It requires dedication, practice, and a willingness to embrace vulnerability. But the rewards are immeasurable. By developing strong communication skills, you'll not only achieve your goals more effectively, but also experience a greater sense of connection, fulfillment, and inner peace. In the end, remember that communication is not just about getting your message across. It's about fostering understanding, building relationships, and creating a positive impact on the world around you. As the Stoics remind us, the power of words can shape our reality and influence the course of our lives. So let's choose our words wisely, speak with intention, and listen with empathy. In doing so, we'll unlock the true potential of communication and pave the way for a more meaningful and successful life. Number 5. Overcoming public speaking fear. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Seneca's words cut to the heart of a fear that plagues countless individuals, the fear of public speaking. The pounding heart, the sweaty palms, the mind racing with worst-case scenarios. It's a familiar feeling for many. But in this very arena, where vulnerability meets opportunity, lies a chance to conquer fear, embrace the Stoic spirit, and unleash the power of your voice. In today's interconnected world, the ability to communicate effectively with an audience is a powerful asset. Whether it's pitching an idea to investors, delivering a presentation to colleagues, or simply sharing your thoughts with a group of friends, public speaking skills open doors to influence and leadership. Yet for many, the prospect of standing before a crowd is nothing short of terrifying. The Stoics, with their emphasis on courage and mastering fear, offer a valuable perspective on public speaking. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, taught that we should focus on what we can control, how we present ourselves and communicate without being swayed by external judgment. He said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." In other words, don't let the fear of looking foolish prevent you from speaking your truth. Picture this. You're standing at the podium, the spotlight shining on you, every eye in the room fixed on your every word. It's a daunting prospect, but also an exhilarating one. Imagine the rush of adrenaline as you connect with your audience, the sense of accomplishment as you deliver your message with clarity and conviction. What if you could transform that fear into confidence, that anxiety into excitement? How would it feel to stand before a crowd and speak your truth with unwavering conviction? The Stoics believed that true courage isn't the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of it. They understood that fear is a natural human emotion, but it shouldn't paralyze us. Instead, we should face our fears head-on, recognizing that they often exist more in our imagination than in reality. Start small. Practice speaking in front of a mirror or with a trusted friend or family member. Join a public speaking club or take a course. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become. Remember, as Musonius Rufus, another Stoic philosopher, said, "We should not avoid difficult things, but train ourselves to deal with them." Embrace the Stoic virtue of courage and master the art of public speaking. You'll not only overcome a common fear, but also unlock a world of possibilities. It's the freedom to express yourself authentically, the freedom to inspire and influence others, and the freedom to step into your full potential as a leader. As Seneca wisely said, "He who is brave is free." Let's embark on this journey of courage together. Share your commitment to improving your public speaking skills in the comments below. Number 6. The art of adaptability. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. These words from Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, encapsulate the essence of adaptability, a core tenet of Stoic philosophy. In a world of constant flux, where change is the only constant, the ability to adapt is not just a valuable skill, but a necessity for navigating life's inevitable challenges. Have you ever felt like life threw you a curveball, leaving you feeling lost and disoriented? Perhaps a sudden job loss, a global pandemic, or simply the unexpected twists and turns of everyday life have disrupted your plans and shaken your sense of stability. It's in these moments of upheaval that our true strength is tested. The Stoics, with their emphasis on reason and virtue, understood that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions to them. They taught that true freedom lies not in the absence of adversity, but in our ability to adapt and thrive in the face of it. Imagine a sailor navigating a stormy sea. The winds may howl, the waves may crash, but the skilled sailor adjusts the sails, changes course if necessary, and remains steadfast at the helm. Similarly, the adaptable individual navigates life's challenges with grace and resilience, bending like a reed in the wind rather than breaking under pressure. Recall those times when life didn't go according to plan. Perhaps a relationship ended unexpectedly, a dream job fell through, or a health crisis disrupted your life. It's in those moments of upheaval that our true strength is tested. The Stoics believed that adversity provides an opportunity for growth, a chance to test our mettle and emerge stronger on the other side. What if, instead of resisting change, you could embrace it as an opportunity for growth? How would it feel to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience, emerging stronger and wiser on the other side? The Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." This principle applies not only to anger, but to any negative emotion that arises in the face of adversity. By pausing, taking a breath, and choosing our response thoughtfully, we can avoid impulsive reactions and make decisions that align with our values and goals. Adaptability is the key to unlocking true inner strength. Start by cultivating a mindset of openness and curiosity. Embrace new experiences, learn from setbacks, and view challenges as opportunities for growth. Practice acceptance. Recognize that you cannot control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond. As Epictetus said, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen, and you will go on well." By adopting the Stoic principle of adaptability, you'll not only become more resilient, but also experience a profound sense of freedom. The freedom from fear of the unknown, the freedom to navigate change with confidence, and the freedom to create a life of meaning and purpose, no matter what challenges come your way. The fates guide him who won't, they drag, Seneca reminds us. Let's choose to be guided, not dragged. Share your commitment to cultivating adaptability in the comments below. Let's inspire each other to embrace change and thrive in this ever-evolving world. Number 7. The power of saying no. He who would be no man's slave must have the power to be no man's friend. These words from Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, encapsulate a profound truth about the importance of setting boundaries. In a world that constantly demands our time and attention, the ability to say no is not just a skill, it's an act of self-preservation. Have you ever found yourself overwhelmed with commitments, feeling stretched thin and depleted, yet unable to say no? It's a common struggle in our hyper-connected society, where the pressure to please others and be seen as helpful can lead to a chronic state of overextension. But the Stoics, with their emphasis on living in accordance with reason and virtue, offer a different perspective. The Stoics believed that true freedom lies not in doing everything that is asked of us, but in choosing wisely what we commit to. They understood that our time and energy are finite resources, and that we must protect them in order to live a fulfilling and purposeful life. Imagine those times when you reluctantly agreed to take on an extra project, attend a social event you weren't interested in, or help someone out at the expense of your own well-being. Remember the resentment, the exhaustion, the feeling of being pulled in too many directions. Now contrast that with the sense of empowerment and peace that comes from saying no with confidence and conviction. What if you could reclaim your time and energy, setting boundaries that honor your priorities and values? How would it feel to live a life where your actions align with your deepest desires, rather than being dictated by external pressures? Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "You have the right to say no. Don't let anyone make you feel guilty for protecting your time and energy." He understood that saying no is not selfish, but an act of self-respect and self-care. Start by practicing saying no in small ways. Politely decline invitations that don't excite you, delegate tasks when possible, and prioritize your own well-being. Remember, as Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Don't let the fear of disappointing others prevent you from honoring your own needs. Embrace the Stoic principle of setting boundaries and learning to say no. You'll not only protect your time and energy, but also experience a profound sense of freedom. The freedom from overwhelm, the freedom to focus on what truly matters, and the freedom to live a life of greater intention and purpose. Number 8. Consistent exercise. Have you ever embarked on an exercise routine full of enthusiasm, only to see your motivation dwindle within weeks? In the pursuit of lifelong vitality, consistency in exercise isn't merely a physical challenge, it's a test of our mental fortitude. In today's world of instant gratification and endless distractions, staying committed to a regular exercise routine can feel like an uphill battle. But as the Stoics taught us, true strength lies in mastering our impulses and cultivating discipline. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and renowned Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "Start with little things. Don't despise them, for there is nothing small when it comes to training the will." Imagine those mornings when you hit the snooze button instead of lacing up your running shoes, or those evenings when Netflix seems far more appealing than a trip to the gym. We've all been there, but imagine the sense of accomplishment, the surge of energy, and the quiet confidence that comes from conquering those moments of weakness. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of focusing on what is within our control. He said, "Some things are in our control and others not. Things in our control are opinion, pursuit, desire, aversion, and, in a word, whatever are our own actions. Things not in our control are body, property, reputation, command, and in one word, whatever are not our own actions. When it comes to exercise, we may not control every factor, but we can control the choice to get up and move. Seneca, a Roman philosopher and statesman, believed that perseverance is the key to achieving greatness. He wrote, "No journey is too long for him who advances slowly and steadily. No goal is too high for him who prepares himself by climbing the stairs." Similarly, every time we choose to exercise, we are taking one step closer to our goals of health and vitality. What if, instead of succumbing to fleeting desires, you could tap into a wellspring of inner strength? How would it feel to know that you have the power to overcome any obstacle, both physical and mental? Start small. Commit to just 10 minutes of exercise today. Tomorrow, do it again, and the next day, and the next. As the Stoics knew, even the smallest actions repeated consistently can lead to extraordinary results. By embracing the Stoic principle of self-discipline and making exercise a non-negotiable part of your life, you'll not only reap the physical benefits, but also experience a profound sense of freedom. The freedom from lethargy, the freedom from self-doubt, and the freedom to live a life of vitality and purpose. Share your commitment to consistent exercise in the comments below. Let's inspire each other to cultivate the mental strength and physical resilience that will pay off for a lifetime. Number 9. The practice of meditation. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. These words from Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, echo through the ages, reminding us that true peace lies not in external circumstances, but within ourselves. In today's fast-paced world, where our minds are constantly bombarded with stimuli, meditation offers a sanctuary, a path to that inner quietude the Stoics so valued. The Stoics, ancient philosophers who emphasized reason, virtue, and living in accordance with nature, understood the importance of cultivating a calm and focused mind. They recognized that our happiness and well-being depend not on external events, but on our internal responses to them. Meditation, in its essence, is a practice of training the mind, aligning perfectly with this Stoic ideal. Epictetus, another prominent Stoic, famously said, "The chief task in life is simply this, to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control and which have to do with the choices I actually control." Meditation helps us to do just that. By observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment, we learn to distinguish between what we can control, our reactions, and what we cannot, the arising of thoughts and feelings themselves. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher and statesman, wrote extensively about the importance of inner peace and tranquility. He believed that true happiness comes from living in accordance with nature and reason, not from chasing external pleasures or avoiding pain. Meditation, like the Stoic pursuit of virtue, helps us to cultivate a sense of detachment from fleeting emotions and desires, allowing us to find contentment in the present moment. Picture this. You close your eyes, taking a deep breath. The world outside fades away, and for a few precious moments, there's only you and your breath. It's a respite from the constant mental chatter, a glimpse of the inner peace that's always available to us. What if you could access this stillness, not just in fleeting moments, but as a regular part of your life? How would it transform your ability to handle stress, make decisions, and connect with your inner self? The beauty of meditation is its simplicity. Start with just 5 minutes today. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. When your mind wanders, and it will, gently bring it back to your breath. Don't judge yourself for having thoughts. Simply observe them and let them go. By embracing the Stoic practice of mindfulness and making meditation a part of your daily routine, you'll not only experience reduced stress and improved focus, but also a profound sense of inner peace and self-mastery. It's the freedom to choose how you respond to life's challenges, the freedom to cultivate a clear and focused mind, and the freedom to live a life of greater intention and purpose. Share your commitment to incorporating meditation into your life in the comments below. Let's inspire each other to cultivate the inner peace and clarity that the Stoics so valued. Number 10. The discipline of early rising. The early bird catches the worm, a timeless proverb that, in our fast-paced modern world, might seem more like a quaint relic than a practical life philosophy. Yet the Stoics, those ancient proponents of reason and self-discipline, would argue that this adage holds a profound truth. In the quietude of the early morning hours, they believed, lies a wellspring of opportunity, a chance to seize the day and shape one's destiny. In a world that never sleeps, where the demands of work, family, and social life can easily consume every waking moment, carving out time for oneself can feel like an impossible luxury. But the Stoics understood that the early morning hours offer a unique window for reflection, intention, and personal growth, a time when the world is still asleep and the mind is free from the distractions of the day. Seneca, the Roman Stoic philosopher and statesman, famously wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." He believed that time is our most precious resource and that we should use it wisely, not squander it on frivolous pursuits or idle distractions. Waking up early, in the Stoic view, is a way to reclaim control of our time, to ensure that we start each day with purpose and intentionality. Marcus Aurelius, another prominent Stoic and Roman emperor, began each day with a simple but powerful practice. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. This act of gratitude, performed in the quiet of the early morning, served as a reminder of the gift of life and the opportunity each day presents for growth and fulfillment. Imagine this. The alarm goes off, and instead of hitting snooze, you rise with purpose. The world outside your window is still shrouded in darkness, but within you a sense of anticipation stirs. You brew a cup of coffee, sit in silence, and simply be. It's a moment of tranquility before the world wakes up, a chance to set the tone for your day. What if you could reclaim those precious early hours, transforming them into a time of focus and intentionality? How would it feel to start your day with a sense of calm and control, rather than rushing from one task to the next? The Stoics believed that the key to a fulfilling life lies not in grand gestures or extraordinary feats, but in the consistent practice of small, virtuous actions. Waking up early is one such action. It's not about becoming a morning person overnight, but about gradually shifting your habits, one day at a time. Start small. Set your alarm just 15 minutes earlier tomorrow. Use that time to meditate, journal, or simply enjoy the quiet. Gradually increase the time as you adjust to your new routine. Remember, as Epictetus said, progress is not achieved by luck or accident, but by working on yourself daily. As the sun rises each morning, let it be a reminder of the new opportunities that await. Seize the day the Stoic way. Share your commitment to waking up earlier in the comments below. Let's inspire each other to unlock the potential of the early morning hours and live lives of greater purpose and fulfillment. In conclusion, we've journeyed through 10 skills that, while challenging, hold the power to transform your life. So I challenge you, start today. Pick one of these skills and commit to practicing it, even in small ways. Embrace the Stoic mindset and watch as your life unfolds with greater purpose, clarity, and fulfillment. If this exploration of Stoic principles resonated with you, hit that 1 in the comments below. Let's build a community of individuals committed to growth and self-mastery. And don't forget to share this video with anyone who might need a dose of Stoic inspiration. Subscribe to the channel for more content on Stoicism and personal development. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take that step today.